today I'm making this video to make few things to clarify to myself. Few things if it helps others, that would be great as well. Uh, Today we had a discussion about auto offset reset um, in in our in our team. So a few people got confused with earliest and latest. So that's the reason I'm making this video. When we are actually when we are consuming messages from Kafka topic, there are, in my view, there are two scenarios. One, like, you never consumed any message from that Kafka topic previously. That means it's you didn't you never consumed any message with the group ID, same group ID. So once you started consuming, at least in the scenario one, everyone are very clear, but I'm still mentioning it here. Once you put auto offset reset to earliest, and then whatever the first produced message, whatever the available first producer message, from that message it will start reading messages. For example, in the Kafka, there are messages starting from 1 to 6 messages are available. Then it will start reading from 1, 2, 3, like that. Say for example your auto offset reset to latest, then it will not read any messages. It will start listening. From then on, whatever the message is produced, it will start consuming messages. So I will show a demo on this one, and come after discussing about scenario 2. What is scenario 2? Say you already consumed messages in the past. That means, like, when your application is already started with some group ID, you started consuming from the Kafka topic. Say for example, like 1 2 3 4 5, you consumed till this message. Say for example 1 2 3 and 4, and after that, like, your Kafka consumer is shut down. Then it didn't bring it up immediately, but after some time it brought it up. So meanwhile, what happened was, like, the messages in the Kafka topic were deleted. For example, like the 1 2 3 4, of course, the 5 is deleted as well, and from 6 it's available. Say in this scenario, if you put auto offset reset to earliest, what it will do is, like, even though it read messages till 4, the offset is right now it's a 4, but there is no 5 here in the broker, in the auto in that particular topic. There is no 5 message. So what it will do is, it starts reading from the 6th message. This is what auto offset reset to earliest means. So the same thing, if you do it in the latest, what it will do is, it will not read the remaining 6 7 8 also. It will not do anything. It will start, like, listening to the messages, like what you call, like, say for example you read till 4. You anyhow, the message 5 is deleted from the topic. Even though it is available 6 7 8, it will not read those messages. It start listening. From now on, any new messages comes in, it will read those messages. So you need to see this one. Like, for example, like, when if you don't care about, like, the messages, like the data loss and all are not really that much important in your application, this is fine. But if you care about the data loss and all, you need to be of course, like, any of the messages deleted also you need to worry, but still, at least available messages, you need to be able to read the messages. So the same thing, whatever I said it here, I'm going to show in a demo. I created one producer, one consumer. There's nothing great here. What it will do is, like, it produces message from 0, message 0, message 1, message 2, like that. It will be infinite number of messages it will produce. and it produces every 10 second one message it will produce. This is what the producer does. So the first example, I mean, earliest, like say we never consumed any message from the Kafka topic. So I'm starting, like, let me see the topic is available or not. Kafka topic is available. I assume it is there. Yes, it is available. The topic is available, and what I'm going to do is, like, I'm going to start a console consumer, so that, like, I mean, whatever we are producing on the with our producer, we can see it here as well. I started a console consumer, and here I'm producing the messages. I'm starting the producer. So once you start message 0 is produced, you should be able to see it, message 0, and then after 10 seconds you will see the next message 1 and all. Meanwhile, like, I mean, of course, like, I mean, we didn't start the consumer yet. So if I see that auto offset reset policy to do earliest, so if I start the message, it will start reading from message 0, 1, 2, 3, like that. So see, message 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is pretty straightforward, so there's nothing to really mention about anything about this one. I'm going to stop this one. Now I'm going to change it to latest, and I'm talking about scenario 1 here now, latest. Meanwhile, what I will do is, like, I'll also delete topic and recreate to ensure that, like, everything from the scratch available. Say if I start from the top, test topic again, the consumer again, console consumer. Now if I start the producer, it's produced, it says 0, and of course it will produce after 10 seconds, it produces remaining messages. But if I see the group 1, it doesn't know anything about the broker, doesn't know anything about the group 1. The group 1 means the group ID, I'm giving a group 1. If I start now, what it will do is, like, any message, say, let me start now, like, I mean, after message 3, it will not read message 3. It will read, now it starts listening. So you can see that now you can see message 4, the top test topic, partition 0, offset 4. This is what you're seeing. This is what I mentioned it here in this one. It starts listening. Once whatever they produce, it starts listening those messages. Now we will see that how the scenario 2 works. I'm starting again, I'm stopping consumer, both producers and consumer. And okay, another thing I want to show it here is, like, so if you see that current offset, like, I mean, we stopped it, current offset is 7, log end offset is 8, so we didn't read one message, so the lag is one message. So I just mentioned this one for the future purposes. I'm going to delete the topic again and recreate it again. Now if I make this one as earliest again, auto offset reset policy to earliest, I'm talking about scenario 2. In this scenario we are talking about scenario 1. What we are going to do is, we will first start the producer, we start the consumer, we stop the consumer, and then delete few messages. then we start the again consumer. This is what we are going to do. Now if I start this producer first, Kafka producer, it start producing messages. Okay, I would have made it bit fast, but it's okay. Console consumer also I'm going to start. So you saw 0 1, so 2 also, so I'll stop consumer immediately. So we so far read 3 messages, it produced 3 messages, third and fourth also. Here start this one. If you see, there is a lag 2 messages, so that means in the consumer didn't consume 2 messages. What I'm going to do now is let me delete we read. Let me see one more time. Console consumer read till 2 messages, so offset 2. So I'm going to delete offset till 5. So if I delete till this, then it should start reading from 6 7 onwards. Let me see one more time. 5 means 6. Okay, come on. So now so if I delete this one, now if I start the consumer console consumer again, you should see from message 6 onwards. So same thing you should able to see the in the console consumer as well from the 6. Exactly, this is what we are expecting, right? Now we do the same thing with the latest, so then you see the difference. So latest, I put it back, and now let me quickly delete the topics. Delete topic, recreate it, yeah, obvious. Now its topic is created. If I start the producer, and of course I'll immediately start the consumer as well. In 0 means it will start reading from at least 1 or 2 maybe. Yeah, it starts reading from message 2. Now if I stop now consumer, so if you see this one, the log is like right now it produced so far 4 messages, and then we read current offset we read is 3, so lag is 1. Now okay, let me go back to this one again. If I start this with the latest, like we read till say 1 2 3. Of course, with the latest we don't read these 2 messages at all, so we read third one. And if we start again, it will not read any even though, say for example, the till offset is here, till so far we read till this one. uh, if we delete or either delete or through retention policy, all the messages are deleted, say 4 5, to ensure that like this is a strike off. Say I don't know how to do the strike off here, but say assume this like a 3 4 and 5 also deleted from the topic. Then if we start this consumer, it will not read from 6, it will start reading, like it starts start listening for the messages. So let me show you that. So before that, just I want to see how many messages it's produced. Message 14, so I will delete till 5. So let it be 6, same. So if I start now, it will start what you call, if I start reading from the beginning, there should be a first message, should be message 6. So but if I can start the consumer now, it will either read 19 or 20 based on 20, but based on the starting of the consumer.